This is department details. Name coming from artificial intelligence, AI. I accept because I want to see how it is work, but it is wrong from me. I accept thinking, okay, later I will change that name, because department details is not a name what tell us about this component. A real name, excellent name, for same functionality, for same goal, AI give to category articles, category singular, articles plural. For one category ID, we have correspondent articles. Also here, it would be excellent department category. Real name is department category, because for one department ID, we have a correspondent contributed correspond category, and a complete name and complete code give the AI. It was in the moment when we building our e-catalog, and after coding, I didn't thinking nothing, copy paste, and go ahead. Department ID, department details working excellent. Look at now, but I never would know that it is wrong if I didn't ask. Okay, code me same for category articles. And after, but here must see what is concretely important. Important here is what categories, declaration of categories, what value coming from use selector and arrow function state, and look at state, department category. Department, here is singular department categories. It is name of, and this is important, it is categories. Nothing wrong for first control. It is status, categories. Department categories is in store. It is a state. Look at store. Store. Here it is, department category. Department category coming from department category reducer. But look at here, department categories. Look at these categories and categories reducer. Coming this state and this state take a value from same initial value. Let's get see. Categories, department category reducer. I didn't create separate artificial, didn't create it separate slice, but put this department category reducer put in categories. This department categories put in categories slice. Let's get see category slice. Categories slice. Categories slice. Here is a fetch category by department. Here it is. Name is excellent. Name give ChatGPT, and give excellent, but department detail is not adequate. It's not good name, and you see, AI is not consistent. Working good, and in one moment result is wrong. But let's get, it is category slice. In that category slice, we put this tank function, fetch category department, tanh function correspond with the express backend, and backend contact MySQL and give us a query, give us all categories what correspond with that department ID. It is when we click on department menu. Here it is, department ID, go to backend and query, result of query, go back in response object, response coming here, and from here, tanh function, dispatch, pending type action, and fulfill type action. Fulfill type action is categories, but categories limited by department ID. And we see 2, 1, 3 categories, depend what we click in department, and all work excellent. When I said, okay, we can see how it works. Here it is. When I work in a department, I have categories for department 2, categories for department 5. Categories is limited by department ID. When I say, when I ask, okay, department ID, department detail working excellent, okay, create me like it category articles. But before, one we didn't see all in slice, category slice, category slice. Here is a category slice. Here is that tanh function, and response go to response data categories. Go to add case. Look at it is fetch categories also. It is one slice for fetch categories and for fetch categories by department. Okay, fetch categories by department. When fulfilled, status will be succeed. We have a payload, and that payload would be dispatched by tanh function, dispatched to Redux. And it would be last what happened, that we see that 2 categories, that list of categories limited by department ID. And status would be success. Category, fetch categories by department. But this is interesting how AI coded. Declare category slice, create slice, and look at name is department categories. Initial state is categories status error. But before, here was categories. Now, here is department categories. And we, this moment, don't know what is slice for what. Slice is reducer. It is a reducer of category state, or it is a reducer of department category. Here it is in store. Look at store. Does it slice of category? Not, because the name is not categories. But all slice has name categories slice. But name, it is properties of that slice, is department categories. What is name? And in practice, we see, when we see rendering, etc., that both state, categories, and department categories, this one, take value categories from from categories properties. Take value categories from properties categories. Here it is slice, category slice. Here it is. Both state take value from these properties. It is properties of object. Object, there is three properties, and it is only one initial state. It's good, like initial state, but when we have categories limited by department ID, if after that we need categories list, complete category, it will not work. But here I can see it that it cannot work because and I was confused with that. I was confused how it, but I must research that. I must know. I cannot say, okay, it is nothing, because I must search what's happened here. We never know what we learn, what we find, and look at in work. When now it is department detail, now we have two categories. I have no link for all categories here, but I must go back to root. Delete parameter department and root. Root give root. We declare that root have category list complete. Enter, and here is a category list. And for me, it's all working good. But, and I ask that artificial given code category articles in same way. But suddenly, artificial category don't give me what I ask. Same, no, but offer two initial state, separate initial state for articles and for category articles, separate initial state. But I ask code like department detail, code like department detail with one initial state, but no, always two. And possible, I didn't experiment, but I now know that it would be work. It would be work with two separate initial state. But I insist, artificial don't code it. And I, by my hand, code it same category articles, same as department detail. And look at it, how it is. Category articles. Category articles is here. It is the same. Here is a declaration of articles, but take by use a selector by category articles. It is state in what I create, that state category articles, same like department category. Category articles, we have that state here. That state category articles in a store. Oh, here it is. Category articles. Category articles. Category articles. Reducer coming from articles slice. But from same slice coming articles. Articles reducer. articles reducer. Look at articles slice, and here it is article slice. Articles slice and articles slice. Also, we have for category slice, and here is a category slice. Department category. Take there is a department category reducer, and category reducer is from same slice. When I by hand created article category article, okay, let's go see what we have. When I click in department, we see department detail. It's called. Now I click on the category. Click and right, I have category articles, 2 articles of that category. But when I click in department, I have article list, but only 2 articles, not all, not entire article list. Why? Because take from same category, from one slice, from properties category, take 2 state in Redux take value. And before, previous, we have 2 articles. And now, when we click on department, we call by index, when you see path in index, we call articles list. But article list coming with the 2 category, because properties category, there is a 2 category. And status was previous status was success, not idle, and cannot be again rendered articles list because not idle. From previous we have status is equal succeed, but status must be idle, and it is not, and we have state what we have. Articles list must, if fetch data, if use effect activate fetch data, would be 3 times rendered. But in this situation, only 1 time, because only initial rendered, and in that initial rendered article list, find 2 articles, and when component mount was mount, call use effect, but use effect have status succeeded, not idle, and cannot call fetch articles. And we have only 1 rendered, that initial rendered, and show two articles. It is now all clear that cannot be by one initial state in one slice. It can be in one slice, but with more initial state. All that would be complicated, that creating one slice. I didn't accept 2 initial state in one slice. It means in the future, growing, expanding application, we put more initial state in same slice. It is contra of separation by goals. Contra first principle in acronym SOLID. Separation by goals. Okay, separation by goals is excellent thing, and it means I decided the ask of ChatGPT create code separate slice for category articles and separate slice for separate slice for department detail. And in that situation, application would be more clear, more maintainable, and more scalable. Okay, now I commit this situation that you can see it, but and ask ChatGPT code me that, and after that you will see in this video that final solution with separate slice. Of course, when I department 4 want to see changes to category all entire list, I go to root, delete department in address, and we have list. And I thinking how we have list after department details. It seems that all working excellent. But why don't work for articles list? And what is the reason? Article list coming after previous article list coming after previous articles, category articles, what is limited. And there is no re-rendering, only initial rendering, and find two limited articles and give us limited articles. But here, when we delete department, when we call root, every time when we call root, all previous situation would be clear, would be deleted and start from beginning. And it is the reason that after department details, we jump to root address. We have reset and we have entire category list. It means that maybe if I not insisted in same code in articles, category articles, I will think that department's ID is a good idea. Same in one slice. We need category list. We need a limited category. It is from same table in database. And why complicate with the more separate slices? But when I have category articles, I see what really happened, and decided that I go to physically different slice for every state in Redux. Of course, this my decision in this level, but in the future, my building and experience can be find that more initial state in one slice is better solution. For now, go to separate physical slice for every state. Here it is. Here it is now when we have separate physical slices. When I click in category, I have a two. I have a category articles component. But now when I click in department, I have articles list complete. Here it is, article list complete. Here it is. Here it is. ChatGPT how created category articles slice. You look at in some second created coded this without any error. Now here it is, category article slice, category articles name. There is no, and all is here. One initial state, add case 3 times. Excellent. Also the department category slice, same. Created fetch categories department, import what need, fetch categories department, department categories, and here is same name here, declaration slice, and here is the name of that, and that name we have in store. Here it is triad case, pending type, fulfilled, loading succeeded or failed, status, status. Okay, and I delete what I don't need in article slice and category slice, and all working excellent. Here it is. Here it is. What I ask. How I prompt. How I prompt. How I prompt. Here is code. My prompt is code physical separate slice for department categories and category articles. Look at, because I day by day communicating in same session, and I don't need said about what it, because we work all the time. Here it is, and ChatGPT memorize and know what we do in that session, and know all code, every component, and I must said only code, etc. Here is day by day, last 10, 20 days, I spoke in same session. And now I need only said code physical separate slice for department. And look at, to physical separate, what ChatGPT respond. To physical separate the slices for department categories and categories articles will create two distinct slices in different files. This structure helps keep each slice focused on a single responsibility and make it easier to maintain and update. It is, repeat my word. Let's go through setting. Let's go through setting up separate slices for department categories and categories articles. And here it is, create department categories slice. I clicked on copy and copy it and created that new file in my application, and also now create category slice, copy this here and copy paste in my application, and control only connection, because I must delete in what I don't need, and maybe and the changes links in store, import from changes in store, and it's all. I didn't ask that small parts, practically deleting, ask that ChatGPT deleted instead of me, and it all together was 1-2 minutes finished job. And look at now how long I describe my work with artificial, but how excellent we cooperate, and we cooperate and we understand, and the project growing very, very fast after some times of cooperation. And from this video, you can see that artificial is for now only tools. What we must take friendly and use how and use it as possible as it, because if ChatGPT and artificial intelligence can create more with only one question, for example, create e-catalogs, and created it created it, or created the admin panel not for this diagram of database. It is in some minutes. It is one man said excellent sentence, but when we give, when it would be possible that we give ChatGPT $100,000 and said, okay, create, earn to me 1 million. In that moment, we would be excel, disappeared from play in that moment. Disappeared, but in that moment we must create expenses for that earnings. If artificial must be someone who create expenses. Okay, it is all for this video. You can download the application. Now you must download the two applications, admin panel and public, e-retail public, e-retail admin. Because I used same database, used same express, okay, if you want to create a catalog, you need copy express from e-retail admin, and database, you have database in e-retail public, and it's all only express. You need copy from for beginning, and after that in express build code, artificial would code what I need. It means that e-retail public and e-retail admin complete coded ChatGPT. E-retail public, I need, we have only short job about article and all, it will be finished soon. And that two application produce for me, code for me ChatGPT complete. Complete. But through this my video, you see how I prompt and how we cooperate and when we code something what code before, like now, when I code, for example, some other application of after admin panel, after public retail, after e-commerce, it would be go very fast because small less and less coding would be unknown for us in this public e-retail public. I didn't know. I have idea, but I didn't know how it would ChatGPT created that with slices, with separate slices. And now we know we have strategy that we go to separate separate slices. And we didn't pause and didn't work and thinking and explore a lot of about that. It is we have our decision, and it is not new in other application. Okay, in any cases, this is my experience, and time is not important because I learn, and also ChatGPT also learn, and both of us together would be better and better. Get better and better. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Here is IK. Send your friend about this video and this playlist if you're thinking that somebody need it. Subscribe, like, comment, community, that our community growing, and with that would be growing our learning. See you next time.